Hey guys, this is Michael from Blue Tech TV, and this is part 2 of the Samsung Galaxy Reverb by Virgin Mobile review. Thank you for helping us reach almost 20 likes on this video. That's 10 more than we intended, so we definitely decided that it's time to do part 2. So, as requested, we are going to do a review about the apps and all that. In our last review, we reviewed the design, the interface, processors, specs, and all that type of stuff. So now we're going to be reviewing some of the default apps that Samsung comes with this, as well as a test of the camera. The test of the camera, though, we're going to upload as a separate video, which is going to have pictures and videos. So that should be uploaded shortly after the review of this device. So, as you can see, there's a lot of scratches on the screen. That is not the screen, that is actually a screen protector, so the device itself is still fine. So I see that I'm getting a lot of notifications because this thing is vibrating like crazy. So I'm just going to close all them out. I recently downloaded a antivirus program, and it seems to be more of a scam than it is an actual antivirus program. So first let's start with the Samsung App Store. That's what's on your home screen in general. So I usually do not use this App Store. I use the Play Store because this one definitely has a much smaller range of apps, and they're all not so good, and they're mostly Samsung apps and that type of stuff. So this is the interface. As you can see, it's also a lot lamer than the Play Store's interface. But there's nothing really that much that you can't get here that you can't get in the Play Store. Almost everything here is in the Play Store as well. So I'm not really going to review this. I'm just telling you guys it's basically a Samsung spin-off of the Play Store. So then you have your navigation app. So I have GPS disabled, so I'm going to go ahead and enable it here. And the navigation app, I've used it, and it actually worked very accurately. I can tell you it's a lot better than Apple's. Definitely by far it's better than Apple's default maps. So all you have to do is you can just speak or type your destination. So you can just put in like a random destination here. So I'm just gonna type something really quick. So I'm just gonna type in Empire State Building. Okay, so as you can see, once you've entered the location, it's going to say getting driving directions and searching for GPS. This might not. So yeah, as you can see, it detected it, and it's already telling me from my current location how to get there. So it's going to tell me, so basically it's just going to tell you your route. But it is searching for GPS because, as you can see, I have really bad coverage in my area. So this might take a while, so we're just going to turn this off. But basically, it's just the default Google navigation app. It's not by Samsung, but it's still a great, very nice working thing. So then you have your browser, which I showed you guys last time. Contacts is just default contacts. The phone is just a basic phone interface. It's really nice looking, in my opinion. I especially love how when tapping a number, so this little bubble pops up and then it disappears. So that's basically the app. There's not much. You have call logs down right here, favorites, and contacts are over here, which just opens the contacts app. And one cool thing though is that from the contacts app, you can contact people. So you can go like this and it'll message people, which is definitely cool. And you can go the other way and it'll call people. That's definitely a really useful feature. So now let's go to the second page. Here you have Media Hub, which is basically, in my opinion, a useless application that Samsung provides where you can just look at movies, but you can't actually watch them. So if you have Netflix, just download Netflix. So, it just gives you movie details and that type of stuff. It's not very useful. Then here we have, then you have these two which come with Virgin Mobile. You have your email client, which is just a standard email client, really basic, nothing really much about it. I personally don't really like the interface, but there's no good Outlook email client in the Play Store. Calendar is just a calendar, and it's actually really nice. I like the way they lay this out. So yeah, as you can see, you have calendars. Here you can select which calendars you want, and you can just press today, and it just takes you back to today. And to add events, just simply tap plus, and it brings up events. Okay, so that's basically the calendar app. Then you have, right here, there's nothing that I have. And you have your email widget right there. And now if we go to apps, I'll show you some more of the default apps that it comes with. So this is still just a normal app. So it doesn't come, so you have your calculator, which is a huge copy of Apple's calculator. I mean, it's basically completely the same. If you turn it this way, it's going to open a scientific calculator. And then, but one thing it has that Apple's does not have is that if you press that little down arrow right here, it brings up history of everything you've done in the calculator. So that's pretty cool. So let's just get out. Then you have your clock app, which is just an easy to use thing. That's my school alarm. You can understand why I would put that there. So then you have your world. Whoops! I pressed create alarm. So yeah, this is creating alarm. Then you have your. You have the. Sorry for the light. I'm just gonna move it here. You have world clock right here. So the world clock is just an average world clock, definitely not as nice as Apple's. So that's basically the clock app. It's just a basic, simple clock app, not much to it. Then somebody requested the camera, so I'm just going to open up the app, but I'll show you actual tests of it in a different video. So, as you can see, there's settings for the camera. You can autofocus using this multi-layer dedicated shutter key button, and you can rotate cameras. And it also comes with a lot of cool effects, but this is just your flash settings. Then here you can set how you want it, so it can be a single shot, smile shot, panorama, and cartoon, which turns everything into a cartoon. So let's get out of cartoon. Then you have right here, you can add effects. So there's only like 4 effects. Then you have camera settings. And right here is your slider from video to picture. And video is recorded in 720p HD. It's not that bad video, and I responded to somebody saying that somebody asked if there's autofocus, I think, for videos, and no, there's not autofocus for videos, but there is autofocus for pictures. Thanks God, obviously. So let's go back to apps here. Let's go through some more of the app. So I just want to show you a cool feature that you can do is that if you press the menu button, you have uninstall right here, and you can easily just tap it and it'll install it. It's not the usual Android, you open up Task Manager and you install that. So yeah, these are all so far some apps, and then you have your compass right here, which I downloaded, contacts, which I already showed you guys, and there's not much else that they load you. I mean, you have gallery, which is different than the default gallery. It's Samsung's modified version. And as you can see, there's still some pretty cool basic effects here. And there's not really that much to it. And you can see I have my wallpapers here. So I just open a random wallpaper. And you can share it from right here. And if you tap this button, it just gives you some options, which is pretty cool. As well as face tag and all that type of stuff. So it's just a basic gallery app. Not much to that. Then you have your Gmail app, which hopefully you've all have seen. Then you have Google+, just a basic Google+ app. You have this local thingy that I've never really used before. I never really use Google's local apps because I never really need it. So yeah, that's just a preview of that. And it gives you a route, as you can see. So let's see what else we have here. So I showed you Media Hub. Messaging is just messaging. So, I mean, this is notes. So you can just open a new note, and yeah, as you can see, it's just basic notes. Not much to it. Then let's see what else. So messaging, I already showed you guys, and everything here is basically default. Messenger Plus comes with it. I've never really used it, probably won't use it. Then you have down here My Files, which basically opens a file browser, also very useful, but I have AirDroid, so there's not really much need for that. And then you have More Services, which I've never used, and like I said, probably won't ever use, but all it does is open this Samsung App Store, and it gives you the result for their photo editor, which I'm pretty sure I had already installed, but I guess it didn't. But the photo editor is definitely a great app that you guys should definitely get. You can do a lot of cool things with it, add stickers and all that type of stuff. So here there's nothing really, just your default phone. Then you have Playbooks, which I haven't really used, but it gives you some default books like it does. Treasure Island usually is the most common one, Alice Adventures. And the book isn't really that different. I haven't really read it, but I just kind of skipped through the book. And as you can see, you still have a cool effect here, a book-like effect, but it's not like detailed as Apple's. And there's really not that much to it. So now you have Play Magazines. This just opens a magazine app. And it just opens the magazine section on the Play Store. Never really used it before. But you can just download a magazine here and then read it. Then you have Play Movies and TV, and it lets you choose an account, so I'm just going to choose Blue Citron. And it opens up Google Play, obviously, and you can select TV shows and all that type of stuff. Then you have Play Music, which is Google's music app. I really vary between which one I use. Sometimes I use their app, and sometimes I use Samsung's app. I'll show you Samsung's app in a minute. So, as you can see, there's just, it's a nice, pretty cool interface, I guess. Basic. If you rotate it, it should flip and give you a bit of a nicer interface. But that's basically the music app, not much to it. And Samsung Music app is basically the same, it's a bit different. But it's, in my opinion, it's better, and I'll show you that app in a second. So there you have Google Talk, and it's just Google Talk YouTube, which I'm sure you've all seen YouTube for these devices. It always just looks like the same old standard YouTube. Not that much to it. So so that's basically YouTube. And that's basically everything that comes with it. You have their video player, which, as you guys probably guessed, is a video player. And, yeah, it just plays videos. Also, nothing really that special. And it opens all the internet videos, too. Voice dialer, you just talk, and it dials with what you said. So now let me show you the music apps that they provided. I seem like I skipped that by accident. So for some reason, I don't see it here. That's really strange. But, yeah, that's not there for some reason. But then I skipped this one app. You have the Downloads app, and it has everything that you downloaded in this nice, simple interface. As you can see, I had a picture here, and it's just going to open in gallery. And that was the phone that we're doing an upcoming review for. And, yeah, so that's basically a quick review, part 2 of some of the apps for this device. So yeah, as you can see, it's not bad. It has not that many apps, but it's good because nobody really likes how they call it crapware load onto device, and it doesn't give much crapware. So yeah, that's just some of the apps. It's definitely a really good device. If you haven't watched part 1, just go on our YouTube channel, watch part 1, and also make sure to check out our new Minecraft series if you like Minecraft. And thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe if you like this video. Oh, and check out our blog at www.bluetechtv.blogspot.com.